Hey, it's Bernard here. Today, we're diving into one of the most insane business success stories of all time. Imagine taking just $28,000 and turning it into a staggering $180 billion. Sounds impossible, right? Well, that's exactly what Elon Musk did. But the story behind how he did it is way more surprising than you might think. You see, Elon Musk wasn't born into wealth. In fact, his early life was anything but easy. Born in South Africa, he faced bullying, hardship, and uncertainty. So, how did a young boy with big dreams go from being beaten up at school to literally becoming the richest man on the planet? It all started when Elon moved to the United States. He had one mission: to make a difference. With just a few $1,000s in his pocket, Musk was determined to change the world. But what's really fascinating is how he strategically used his initial investment to build a massive fortune. Now, most people think Elon's wealth came purely from Tesla or SpaceX. But the real story starts way earlier. His journey began with a small software company called Zip2, which he co-founded with his brother Kimball. They scraped together $28,000 from their father and started building an online city guide. Back in the mid-90s, the internet was still this strange new thing. Most businesses didn't even have websites, but Elon saw the future. He knew that businesses would need an online presence, and he wanted to be the one to provide it. So they worked tirelessly, sleeping at the office, coding day and night, and it paid off. Zip2 started gaining traction, attracting clients like newspapers that wanted to go digital. But here's the twist. They were far from being the only ones with this idea. Competitors were popping up everywhere. So why did Zip2 succeed when so many others failed? The answer lies in Musk's relentless drive and his ability to adapt. Instead of just being an online directory, Musk pivoted the company to offer complete publishing software for news organizations. That simple shift made Zip2 indispensable to major clients. But just as Zip2 was starting to thrive, Musk faced his first big challenge: a brutal boardroom battle. You won't believe how close he came to losing everything. At one point, he was nearly ousted from his own company. Imagine building something from the ground up, only to watch it get ripped away. But Musk didn't back down. He fought for his vision, and eventually, Zip2 was sold to Compaq for $307 million. Musk walked away with $22 million. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. Most people would have stopped there, retired comfortably. But not Musk. He immediately poured the money into his next venture, X.com, an online payment company. But why risk it all again? Why didn't Musk just relax and enjoy his newfound wealth? The truth is, for Elon, it was never about money. It was about pushing boundaries, solving problems, and leaving a mark on the world. However, X.com wasn't smooth sailing either. The online payment space was chaotic, and Musk's idea faced countless obstacles. But here's the kicker. One strategic move would soon turn X.com into something far bigger than anyone could have imagined. I'll reveal what that move was in just a moment, but here's the point. Musk's success didn't come from luck or a single breakthrough. It was a series of calculated risks, strategic pivots, and an unbreakable mindset. Now back to X.com. The move that changed everything was a merger with a company called Confinity. At first, it seemed like a typical business deal, but little did Musk know it was about to change the financial world forever. You might know Confinity by a different name, PayPal. But the story doesn't end there. You won't believe what happened next and how it set Musk on a path to building Tesla, SpaceX, and beyond. Stay tuned because the next part will blow your mind. After the merger, X.com and Confinity combined their strengths to form what we now know as PayPal. But as you might guess, it wasn't a smooth transition. In fact, Elon Musk was once again caught in a power struggle. You see, both companies had their own payment systems, and integrating them wasn't easy. Tensions ran high, and disagreements erupted over which platform should be the primary focus. Musk wanted to go all in on X.com, while others favored Confinity's technology. In a dramatic twist, while Musk was on a flight for a much-needed vacation, The board voted to replace him as CEO. Imagine that. Building a company from scratch, risking everything, and then being ousted while you're thousands of feet in the air. But here's the wild part. Even after being removed as CEO, Musk didn't just walk away. He believed in the vision and held on to his shares. That decision would turn out to be one of the smartest moves of his career. PayPal continued to grow rapidly, becoming the dominant force in online payments. In 2002, eBay acquired PayPal for a whopping $1.5 billion in stock. Musk's personal payout? About $180 million. Most people would have cashed out and lived like royalty. But Musk? He had bigger dreams. Instead of settling down, he decided to put almost every cent of his newfound wealth into 3 companies that would either change the world or completely bankrupt him. Let's start with SpaceX. Musk believed that humanity needed a backup plan, a way to live on other planets. Sounds crazy, right? Back then, almost everyone thought so too. Musk poured around $100 million into SpaceX, risking nearly all his PayPal fortune on a vision most experts called impossible. Simultaneously, Musk invested $70 million into Tesla, an electric car company struggling to survive. At the time, the idea of high-performance electric vehicles seemed laughable. Skeptics were everywhere, but Musk didn't care. He saw a future where electric cars dominated the market. And then, to top it off, he put $10 million into Solar City, aiming to revolutionize solar energy. That's right, nearly his entire fortune invested in 3 high-risk ventures. But here's where things took a dark turn. In 2008, everything seemed to fall apart. SpaceX's first 3 rocket launches failed. Tesla was on the brink of bankruptcy, and the global financial crisis hit hard. Musk was broke. At one point, he had to borrow money just to pay rent. It was rock bottom. Most people would have given up. But Musk? He doubled down. In a last-ditch effort, SpaceX attempted one more launch. If it failed, the company would be done for. But against all odds, that 4th launch succeeded, putting SpaceX on the map and securing a $1.6 billion contract with NASA. Tesla, too, managed to secure funding at the last possible moment, keeping the dream alive. And from that point on, everything changed. SpaceX continued to break barriers, proving that private companies could achieve what only governments had done before. Tesla went on to lead the electric vehicle revolution, eventually becoming the most valuable car manufacturer in the world. But here's the real takeaway. Musk's journey from $28,000 to $180 billion wasn't just about making money. It was about vision, resilience, and the courage to risk everything for a dream. He didn't just see the future, he built it. And that mindset, to push forward no matter the odds, is why Elon Musk went from zero to legend. So, what can we learn from his story? Simple. True success isn't just about making money. It's about daring to take risks, never giving up, and pursuing your vision even when the world thinks you're crazy. Thanks for watching. If you found this story inspiring, don't forget to subscribe for more incredible success stories. And let me know in the comments. What's your biggest takeaway from Elon Musk's journey? See you in the next video.